It is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation of the Kurt T. Shery High School class of 2020. My name is Jamie Jimenez and I'm the principal, and I'd like to invite Giovanni Guidry up to the podium at this time to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Shery, hi.
I would like to acknowledge some distinguished guests. From the Board of Education, Mr. Jeremy Gershon, Mr. James Hahn, Mr. Don Lee, Mrs. Betty Liu, and Mrs. Terry Reagans. From the Torrance Unified School District Administrative Office, Dr. George Mannon, Superintendent, Dr. Tim Stowe, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Katie Crumpy, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Ben Egan, Senior Director, Secondary Schools, Dr. E. Don Kim, Senior Director, Elementary Schools, and Dr. Mario Liberati, Senior Director, Human Resources, and our wonderful staff at Kurt T. Shery High School. Mr. Mike Barr, Ceramics, Ms. Deanne Garriott, Resource Specialist, Mr. Marco Giras, Physical Education, Mr. Nick Mesta, Special Education, Mrs. Marie Nanato, Science and Intervention, Mr. Brian Ormsby, English, Mrs. Kathy Patterson, Social Studies, Mr. Juan Rodriguez, Mathematics, Mrs. Miley Toy, Mathematics and Intervention, Mr. Zach Tubik, English, Mr. Tim Varnell, Social Studies, Mrs. Kristen Z. Morgan, Art, Mr. Terry Hughes, Counselor, Dr. Dave Feldman, School Psychologist, Dr. Kimberly Schultz, Speech Pathologist, Mrs. Tracy Kaysen, School to Work Program, Mrs. Nancy Salcido, Paraeducator, Mrs. Danielle Sibley, Secretary, Mrs. Marcy Long, Secretary, Ms. Virginia Tessero, Health Clerk, Mr. Lamont Henry, Campus Security, and Mr. George Rosales, Custodian. When students enroll at Shery High School, they tell me that they usually are here because they're lazy or unmotivated, or they can't do their work at home. Shortly after they arrive, they start feeling some success because they realize that if they come to school, they can actually learn and get their work done before they go home. Our class sizes are smaller, and our teachers are there asking them, what do you need from us to be successful? Then they start earning some credits, and they get more motivated and get their work done, and their laziness seems to not be such a problem anymore. And that's the magic of Shery High School and why our graduation rate is over 90% each year. This year, the class of 2020 had to deal with a new challenge, COVID-19. All of a sudden, we tell the students, no more coming to school. You have to do all your work online. You cannot see your friends, you cannot see your teachers. We offer them Chromebooks, we offer them Google Meets to talk and see what's going on, but we really have no idea what's going on in their homes, what's going on with their families. Do they have parents that have lost jobs? Do they have 6 people now home every day, all day, and 4 of them are students trying to do their work? Do they have a relative or friend that has gotten sick or died? And we kept pushing them. We kept pushing them, telling them they need to get done. And they kept telling us, but this is why we're at Shery High. We don't do our work at home. And they kept telling me, Miss, I got this. Miss, don't worry. It's okay. And they were right. They did this. And tonight we are here to celebrate them. My message to the class of 2020, you are not lazy. You are not unmotivated. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Set your goals and reach them. You have the rest of your life ahead of you. Don't forget to be awesome. And I leave you with this quote from New York Times bestselling author Nicole Reed. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. Congratulations, class of 2020. I'd now like to invite Stephen Moreno to the podium to share his speech with us.
What's up, everyone? We're finally here. We have worked literally all of our lives for this moment, and it has finally paid off. Hours of dedication and hard work have been implemented into all 13 of our school years. With this pandemic going on, our schooling has seen some changes in order to keep everyone safe. This isn't exactly what everyone had in mind for graduation, but we have to do what's necessary. Me personally, my high school journey had rough patches. If you know me well, you know what my family's been through, but I did nothing but my best to prosper above it all and keep a healthy mind. I never thought it would be me here giving this speech at the end of the year, but man, am I grateful. Shery helped me get through the tough work by the help of the hilarious staff, encouraging us to get it done. If you know, you know. And for that, I want to give a big thank you to them. Congratulations, class of 2020.
I'd like to invite Terry Hughes to the podium to announce our scholarship winners.
Good evening. At this time, we would like to celebrate the Shery High School scholarship recipients for 2020. But first, we need to thank the loyal and generous organizations that donate money for these scholarships. Thank you so much. A big thanks to all. And now, the 2020 Shery Scholarship recipient for the Torrance Women's Club and the Torrance PTA is Savannah Aguilar Rojas. Congratulations, Savannah. The Kiwanis Club, the Torrance Del Amo Rotary Club, the YMCA Wise Man's Club, the Association of Torrance High School Administrators, and the Torrance Ed Foundation recipient is Rodrigo Palomo. Congratulations, Rodrigo.
I'd like to invite Kathy Patterson to the podium to announce our outstanding student and our Sally Hirano Spirit Award.
Good evening, Shery High students. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on this momentous occasion, the class of 2020. You guys made it. I'm very, very proud of each and every one of you and how you've persevered through this extremely difficult time of not only trying to finish your graduation requirements, but also being at home. I cannot tell you how many times you told me over Google Meets, but Miss P, we don't do work at home. You know we don't do homework, but you did it. You did it despite all the obstacles ahead of you. So I'd like to congratulate you, and I'm very, very proud of each and every one of you. Today I have the privilege of passing out 2 awards that we hand out each year at Shery High during graduation. The first award is called the Sally Hirano Spirit Award. Sally Hirano was a longtime secretary at Shery High, and unfortunately she passed away from cancer. And after her death, we wanted to figure out a way to remember her each year because she was such a bright light at Shery High. She always would welcome everyone in the office and smile, and she did everything around campus to make everyone feel welcome and happy, and she loved Shery High. So we decided to come up with this special Spirit Award that we would give to one student each year. This year's student is a perfect example of someone who should receive the Sally Hirano Spirit Award. Everywhere he was on campus, he had a smile on his face. He would open doors for people. Not a day passed that this person didn't come into my classroom and say, "Good morning, Mrs. Patterson. Do you need any help today?" And at first I was like, is this kid for real? But every single day. And I watched him around campus. It wasn't just me. It was everywhere, in the office, picking up things, moving things for people, opening doors. And it wasn't just the staff. It was other students. I saw how he interacted on campus with his friends and fellow classmates. He was extremely polite, extremely helpful. But not just that, he wanted to serve others. He joined the leadership class and worked at Torrance Elementary 3 days a week, helping young kids at Torrance Elementary learn their ABCs and learn how to read. And right now, he's still serving. Right now, he's serving his country. He's enlisted in the Marines and is currently in his basic training at Camp Pendleton in Oceanside, California. I am so happy to announce that our Shery High Sally Hirano Spirit Award for 2020 goes to Mr. Justin Peterson. We are incredibly proud of you and are excited to see how you continue to serve not only your community but your country. Congratulations, Justin. Our second award that we give at graduation is our Outstanding Graduate of the Class of 2020. And although all the students at Shery High have had difficulties in school, it doesn't mean that you can't be good students. And maybe you've had obstacles before, but here every year, all of you are shining today because you graduated, but some of you really rose to the top to be outstanding students in the classroom. This young man was a man of few words. He didn't say too much in class. Anytime he raised his hand, I instantly called on him because I wanted to hear what he had to say. If we were having a class discussion, when he commented, his thoughts were always insightful, they were always thoughtful, and they always added to the class dynamic. This student came to our after-school tutorial program every single Monday and Wednesday for the first 3 to 4 months of school, trying to get as much work possibly done as he could. He was an extremely hard worker. Anytime extra credit was offered in class, he did it. And anytime he was asked to write, if I asked him to write 3 paragraphs, he wrote 4 or 5. He always went above and beyond. And on top of that, he's just a great, polite young man, and this was a very easy choice. You've heard his name earlier this evening as a winner of 5 scholarships from Shery High School, and he is going to be continuing his education with the help of those scholarships. And we're proud to announce our outstanding graduate, class of 2020, is Mr. Rodrigo Palomo. Congratulations, Rodrigo. Congratulations, class of 2020. Again, I'm extremely proud of all of you and wish you the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Maggie Hughes to the podium to give her speech.
Hello, high school graduates, families, staff, and all that are here to celebrate the Kurt T. Shery High class of 2020. I want to start out by giving a huge thank you to the Shery staff for continually fighting to make it possible for all of us to even be here today. Whether that was getting on us for finishing assignments, always greeting each and every student and checking in on them constantly, bringing up our futures like we could be the next Steve Jobs, and sending messages of positivity to all the seniors and their families. Going out of the way to make sure we didn't miss out on our last year as much as possible, and so much more. We thank you. This staff loves and supports each student like no other I have ever seen before. As you all know, since 2020, we haven't been able to catch a break, or maybe even a diploma. But hey, today's the day for that, right? No matter what has tried to take us off our path, it has failed time and time again, and will continue to fail due to the resilience, passion, and courage my fellow classmates have showed. This year, I've got to see so many beautiful people on this Shery campus fighting day in and day out, each with their own individual struggles, just to make themselves and their families proud. Let the class of 2020 not go unnoticed for all the persistent hard work through these times. This class right here got through a nationwide pandemic that threw our plans way out of whack, and we still managed to pull through to the end. Not only a pandemic, but downright one of the hardest years yet. I don't know about the rest of the students and the staff here, but high school in general was rough. Starting a couple months before my freshman year till the middle of my sophomore year, every day I woke up for school was pure hell. I learned lessons about people and life that at my age, I could have never imagined. Coming to Shery showed me what it's like to be supported endlessly, and I wouldn't be standing here graduating today if it wasn't for the kind hearts of each and every Shery High staff member. Nothing in life is easy alone, but I ask that we all rise together for one last time, class of 2020. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves, and I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you, class of 2020, we did it!
In accordance with the California Education Code and the rules and regulations of the Torrance Unified School District, and by the authority vested in me as principal of Kurt T. Shery High School, I certify that the students of the class of 2020 have met graduation requirements. Terry Reagans, I present them to you as the representative of the Torrance Unified School District Board of Education.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, graduate candidates, family and friends, and Shery High School staff. My name is Terry Reagans, and I'm the president of the Torrance Unified School District School Board. I am honored to be the official representative of the TUSD at this amazing occasion, the graduation of this illustrious class of 2020 of Shery High School. I'm here to recognize the hard work that has brought you to this important day, a day that you might have thought would never happen, but it's here, high school graduation. You made it to this milestone, and that's especially remarkable, considering all of the extra obstacles and hurdles that have been thrown in your way this year. We are all living history as it happens, as the coronavirus pandemic creates astounding world events happening around us every day, including schools closing literally overnight and remaining closed for months, something none of us expected. The challenge and issues of all of your schooling happening through distance learning, the trials and tribulations of complying with the safer at home orders, and the shocking lines at groceries and stores, something we've never seen and hope never to see. Washing hands at every turn, wearing face masks and having them become required apparel, etc., etc. Be aware that through all of this, you are truly COVID crusaders. Be assured that now that you have made it through this, you can tackle and overcome anything. I sincerely wish you well in your future endeavors. Be safe and keep healthy. And now, before I leave you, I do have an official function to fulfill here today. So here we go. On behalf of the Torrance Unified School District and the Board of Education, I hereby accept this class of graduate candidates as fully qualified and worthy of high school graduation. It is my honor and my pleasure to bestow upon each and every one of you the title of high school graduate. You have done it. Go bravely forth into your new world. Congratulations, graduates.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce the graduates of the class of 2020 Shery High School. Savannah Aguilar Rojas. Gabriel Aguilar. Joshua Alvarez. Monty Alvidrez. Noah Betts. Sergio Campos. Lauren Carter. Anthony Castaneda, Gage Kaler, Richard Seha, Christian Cervantes, Brian Chavez, Renzo Chavez, Samuel Cornwell, David Cota, Hayden DiPolito, Kaya Duncan, Michael Enfield, Josiah Folk, Xochi Fuentes, Ivan Gallardo, Richard Gonzalez, Giovanni Guidry, Victoria Hadley, Serena Hagathorn, Kari Heimdall, Ignacio Hernandez, Nathan Hoffman, Maggie Hughes, Yusuf Jamil, Leah Jeans, Josiah Johns, Bennett Johnson, Seth Kaufman, Mohammed Khalil, Noah Lickhalter, Blaine Marr, Jennifer Maldonado, Gabrielle Marcus, Gilbert Marcus, Adrian Mongi, Jalen Moore, Stephen Moreno,
Mona Mustafa,
Jamilet Mungia, Devin Nichols, Andrew Nieto, Isabel Nieto, Felix Ordonez, Joseph Padilla, Manuel Padilla, Rodrigo Palomo, Justin Peterson, David Pereira Molina. Richard Ramirez. Caleb Reed. Ronald Rayburn Jr. Jewel Rodriguez. Meredith Smith. Amber Soriano. Johnny Stanzioni Walker. Miles Takayanagi. Marcos Torres Mendoza. Ryan Villegas. Victoria Williams. Jacqueline Zuniga. Once again, congratulations to the class of Shery High 2020.
Good night stress, see you in the morning. I don't gotta guess, you're always there for me. Sowing them seeds of doubt, I think you like seeing me freak out. Good night stress, see you in the morning. So I wake up, I get out of bed, stay up, stay out of my head 'cause it's dangerous, and I don't wanna lose my mind, no. I just wanna shine like the sun when it comes up, run the city from the rooftops, 'cause today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain, standing tall when I'm howling, 'cause today's gonna be my day. I used to lay low, hiding in the shadows. So don't give me dark days, I already had those. I'm just trying to figure out how to be myself right now. I don't wanna lay low, hiding in the shadows. So I wake up, I get out of bed, stay up, stay out of my head 'cause it's dangerous, and I don't wanna lose my mind, no.